my name is Becca. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am here with the final update for the Magical Readathon. Okay, so thankfully I'm filming this on Monday, which is before the Readathon even ends. It's before the month ends, and honestly, I'm done. I finished all of the books. I finished Extra. I'm done. Okay, let's get on with all of the books that I read, starting with some DNFs. Here, I think I have one. Where are you? No? Wait. What did I DNF this week? Oh no, they're both digital. Okay. Sorry, I am all over the place because I realized I have read so much. First I DNF'd Faking with Benefits by Lily Gold, which is a White Shoes novel, and honestly, at first I was really liking it, and then the characters, like, she is, I don't even remember any of their, well, one of their names is Zach. Actually, Zach, Josh, and Luke. I remember theirs. I think she might be Layla. So I remember names now. Okay. Honestly, I could care less about Layla. At first I was like, understanding her, and I was feeling sorry for her, but I was also like, I really hope, everything goes well with everything. And, it turned into like the White Shoes, and I was like, yeah. So basically, Layla has issues with dating. She has like this life plan that she wants to, what's it called? Like get married and have kids before she turns like 35 or something like that. I don't even know. And then she's just having a really hard time dating, like finding anybody who wants to date her, and she just needs practice. And so enter her three single neighbors that all live together and run a podcast together about giving like relationship advice or sex advice. And they decide to help her like use like a fake dating for their podcast, take her out on practice dates and like help her learn how to talk to men and flirt and all the things that she needs to know to date and everything. And obviously they're all practically in love with her, but I just could not care less. One man in this is just so annoying. The other two, like, for sure one of them is in love with her. The other one has an issue. So he used to be her teacher a long time ago, and now he has an issue with fake dating her. And then the other one doesn't want any commitments. And he has to say it over and over and over again. Don't fall in love with me. I won't fall in love with you. It's just, I'm so annoyed and over it. And it started out so good, and it just went downhill within the first 100 pages. And I did not want that. I will say though, the one spicy scene that I read was really good. But that was it. And then I don't know if this will stay a DNF, but honestly, I'm not so sure about it. That's My Killer Vacation by Tessa Bailey. This one upsets me so much. I love Tessa Bailey. When it happened one summer and Hook, Line, and Sinker, two of my favorite books. I absolutely loved it. I also love her other, what's it called? The Fix It series? No. I can't remember what the series is called, but I really loved her other series as well. This one is like a bounty hunter teacher romance. So we have a teacher who's like an amateur sleuth kind of thing, and she goes on vacation with her brother, and I think it's an Airbnb they're staying at, and they find a dead body, and the cops think they know who killed him, because like he was murdered. They think they know what happened, but she thinks she knows better because she listens to podcasts and I think reads these books. I don't know. And so then the sister of the guy that was murdered hires a bounty hunter to help solve the case. And honestly, like, the bounty hunter trying to solve the case is fine, but her, she's like withholding evidence. She thinks she knows everything. Honestly, I get that there is something that the cops are overlooking. Totally understandable. But I don't like the way she brings it up. I don't like the way that she thinks she knows everything. It's so annoying. Honestly, I'm like, you're a kindergarten teacher, right? Or second grade teacher, whatever you are. Why are you trying to like solve this case? Like, it's so okay. I don't really like her much. I like him. And I also think the cops start like telling her everything basically, and I'm like, aren't you supposed to withhold a lot of this stuff? You're not supposed to tell just like regular citizens all this shit. Okay. I'm trying to love it. Honestly, I'm trying, but I got 20% in and I couldn't handle it anymore. So this is a softie enough for now. I do own the book. It's not like a Kindle Unlimited or anything like that. So I will try to read it again, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so those are the 2 DNFs that I had this week. So that means I DNF'd, what, 5 books? 5. 1 for each week plus the extra. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And then I will say, I have finished Magical Readathon. I have completed everything. I have changed quite a few books. So I think the last book, or the last prompt I needed to have read, right? I talked to you guys about Sea of Ruin, right? I'm pretty sure I have. Man, I really should have like looked into this first. Did I tell you I finished? Did I tell you I finished Archer's Voice? Oh God, I hope so. I think I have. I think the last update I did. So I think I only needed 1 left that I had to read, and then the rest were just regular prompts, right? Or was Sea of Ruin one I didn't talk about? Oh my gosh, I am so like, what's the last book that I talked to you guys about? Like, you would be able to. Okay, we're just gonna start with Sea of Ruin, and actually Archer's Voice is on here too, so okay. We're gonna start with Sea of Ruin, because I don't think I talked about this, but it's a historical pirate romance. It's really cute. It's really dark, really smutty, really good. I honestly really enjoyed this. I read this for my C setting, which was the Elemental Studies, prompt number 3. Yeah, I love this book. I gave it 4 stars. It's 482 pages. It's also a polyromance, which I did not go into knowing, and I'm so happy. But yeah, this was so good. Highly, highly recommend this book. Read it. Okay. And then, okay, so let's see. What next I have Stone Princess by Daphne Perry. Did I read this for any prompt? Probably not. Probably not. So Stone Princess by Daphne Perry. This is the 3rd in the MC romance, which is the Clifton Forge series. This one follows... Crap. Who does this one follow? I think it's... Oh, is this Presley? Yeah. So this one follows Presley, who works at the garage with the other guys from the series, and Shaw, who is a movie star. And he is making a movie from the events that happened in the first book. And nobody is excited about this because they're filming it in Clifton Forge. They're trying to make it really authentic. And nobody is happy with this. And Shaw and Presley start to really fall for each other. And they decide to like keep it hidden. I enjoyed it. I give this 4 stars. I'm really enjoying the series, not as much as the Eden series, but I do really love Daphne Perry's writing. So that one got a 4 star. And then, yeah, Archer's Voice is here, so I don't think I've talked about it. Why did I do that? I have the physical copy. So Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. This was so good. I give this 4 stars as well. This one is for the prompt, spells and incantations, random color wheel. I got blue. I had to use 2 books for this. So one was Below Zero and the other one is Archer's Voice. This one is about a boy named Archer who was in an accident when he was 7 years old and damaged his vocal cords, so he cannot speak anymore. We also follow Bree, who just suffered a very traumatic event and losing her father at the same time. And she decides to move to Pellion, Maine, where this book is set, where Archer lives. And she just decides to temporarily move there so she can find some happiness again, because the last time she remembers being kind of happier is when she visited Pellion, Maine, when she was younger with her parents. And so she just decides to temporarily move there to find some happiness again. She meets Archer, and she realizes that everybody in town is either just horrible to him, or they don't know how to talk to him because he can't speak anymore, and he's also very recluse. I want to say he like lives on the outside of town, or he lives on the outskirts of town, and oh, what's it called? Just like nobody knows how to talk to him because they just kind of he keeps to himself, and so they keep to themselves. But she meets him, and her father was deaf, and so she learned how to sign, so she could speak with him, and so she signs with Archer because she wants to speak to him. And this is a beautiful, heartwarming story, but it's also pretty, like, it has some dark elements. Some people are really horrible, and I really did enjoy it. I gave this 4 stars, like I said, so that one is done. All right, let's see. After that is where things kind of went down. I did not choose, honestly, the rest of the books I had on my TBR, I was just like, no, don't really want to read those, except for one, which I'll just talk about, which is Hidden Pictures by Jason Recklock. This is about I think I've talked about this, it's about a a girl named Mallory who becomes a babysitter to this boy. And she, this boy loves to draw. He lives in this, they just moved to this town called like Springbrook. It's just like a really cute neighborhood or whatever. And he just loves to draw. And they're just so cute. They're so cute. So cute. This is Anya, who they find to be his imaginary friend. But you come to realize it may not be so imaginary. And then he starts drawing these pictures about this girl being dragged in the woods. And you're like, huh? Wait, what? They stopped being really cute and they started being pretty dark. And then they started to get more and more lifelike. Huh. So it starts to get really creepy. It's a horror book. I read for my BD8 book club, but the mini book club within the book club. And I listened to the audiobook. I really enjoyed this. I gave this 4 stars as well. That one was for to buddy read a book, which was perfect. This was for a side quest for that. And that was 373 pages. Archer's Voice was 338 pages. Stone Princess is not on here, so I'm not adding that. At least I don't think it was. I swear, if I find out that Stone Princess is actually on here. No. I don't see it. So, I usually write down all the books that have to do with, the Readathon. I usually make sure it's written down. So that one was an extra book. All right, and so then after that, I still had, I think, I still had 2 books, one that I had to read, and one that I just needed to, I needed to read so I can count the next, so I could count Sea of Ruin to the readathon, because you have to make sure you read them in order. So I needed to make sure I got the second prompt done so I could add that last prompt. Oh, my back. So the prompt for elemental studies that I had to point at a book and choose adjacent to it, you remember that I did a random number generator. It chose a number that correlated to a book, and then I chose the adjacent books to it. That was Faking with Benefits, and I was not going to finish that. Honestly, I could not get through that. So I decided to do it again, and I just added more books to it. And I decided to do it again, and I can't remember what book it got to, but the book adjacent to it was The Never King by Nikki St. Crow. Oh no. Come on. Which is a dark, smutty Peter Pan retelling. It's also really short. They're like novella length, and oh my god, I hate Peter Pan. The Disney movie Peter Pan is horrible. The book, I not read it. I won't read it. I've heard it's even worse. I can't stand Peter Pan. I kind of love him in this. He's very dark, and that is what I need. Peter Pan, to me, has always been the villain. He has never been the hero. Like, I get with Disney, like, oh, he's a boy, and he's a boy that never grew up, so how old is he actually? He should know right from wrong. And he's just going around and being a little shit to everybody. And also, the Lost Boys, he kidnaps them. Come on. I mean, really. I can't stand Peter Pan. But in this one, he's exactly that. And it's fine. He's older, thank God, because I think if he was younger, I'd honestly just not be able to read this. But it's dark and it's smutty, and it's not just him. There's 3 other men. And we follow Winnie Darling, who is a descendant of Wendy Darling. And Peter Pan lost his shadow a long time ago because of Wendy and Tink. And so he kidnaps a darling on their 18th birthday every time, and he forces them to help him find his shadow. And it just gets really good. So good. I really love that. I gave that 4 stars, and that was 192 pages. So then, let's see. I also decided to, because I couldn't help it, I honestly could not help it, I picked up the sequel, the dark one. This one follows the dark one. The Never King is Peter Pan. The dark one is Vane, who also has a shadow. Apparently, a shadow in this series just gives you power, and he has a shadow from another island, because Neverland is not the only island. This one, what did I choose this one for? Oh, I know I chose this one. Okay, this one I chose for another side quest. Some more side quests popped up after, after the other one. So, towards the end of the readathon, more have been popping up. The most recent one was read the most recent book you've gotten or added to your TBR. I added this to my TBR right after The Never King. So I chose this one for it. I gave it 4 stars, 214 pages. The third one is coming out September 1st, and I will definitely be reading that immediately. So then, okay. After that, I had to choose the next Daphne Perry book. These are the old covers, but I'm glad that these came up because these are the covers I kind of need. So this is the 4th book in the, oh, it's a Tin Gypsy series. Not the Clifton Forge. See, Goodreads says Clifton Forge. The books say Tin Gypsy. I don't know. But yeah, the MC Romance by Devney Perry. This one I chose for another, oh no, I need the other, actually, this is the one I need the other edition to. This is where this gets funny. Switch to this edition, I think. Yeah. I hate when it does that. Oh my god. Yeah, let me just go to that edition. Okay. Yeah, so this is the edition that I need for this prompt. So there's another side quest prompt that popped up. And it's, the title has to have the letters O, P, and S in it, okay? Now, bear with me. So the title is Noble Prince. So it has the O and the P, no problem. The S is for series. I'm counting it. Oh, I guess I could have used the other one too, because I think Tin Gypsy series popped up for that. But yeah, I'm counting it, okay? It's on the title, or it's on the cover, so it's part of the title, I'm counting it. It's the only way I could count it for that, and I needed another side quest, because I want to get 50 points, because each side quest is 10 points, so I wanted to get 50 points for my side quest, because I get 50 points for each semester I finish. So that had to get done. So then, I think the last book for the readathon, yeah, that I needed to read, this is not the cover I needed. This is where it gets, yeah. This is the cover I needed. So we have Fallen Jester by Devney Perry. This is the 5th book in the Clifton Forge Tin Gypsy series. This one I chose for the single object on the cover prompt for restoration that I needed to read 2 books for, and I read Norse mythology for one, and then Fallen Jester for the other, because it's just the dead skull with a jester hat. Yeah. I thought it worked perfectly, and I gave this 4 stars. This one follows, oh, Noble Prince follows Luke and Scarlet. Yeah, Scarlet is Presley's twin sister. You meet her in Presley's book, Stone Princess. Fallen Jester follows, what's his name? Leo. Too many L's. Leo and Cassandra. I really did enjoy them, though Leo was kind of a dick for a while, but he got a hold of it in the middle towards the end. So I gave this 4 stars. This was 372 pages. And that, my friends, finishes the readathon. Now, I have not added up the page count for it because I can't be bothered to do that. Just know it's a lot. I read a lot of books for this readathon, plus extra. Oh my god. I'm so glad to be done. I read close to 30 books. I think I read 29 books this month. But if you count the DNFs, I read over 30. I am all storied out, all booked out. Honestly, I've been so tired lately, and I feel like it's because I'm just worn out from reading so much. I'm not going to be doing that again. I'm going to be trying to pace myself when it comes to reading again, because yeah, it's just when it gets to this readathon, I want to read everything. And I did. I read it all. My god. Thankfully, I am done with the readathon. And I'm glad I finished. I still have to put in all of my books because I have yet to do that. Thankfully, I have it all written down, so I'm good. But let's just finish up the weekly update really quick, because I just have a couple more books to talk about. We have the final book, Tin Queen by Devney Perry. This is the final book in the Clifton Forge Tin Gypsy series. And this one follows Emmett and Nova. Nova is the daughter of the leader of the other, the rival clan, or the rival club. And, yeah, she wants Emmett dead. or she wants the 10 gypsy men to just go down in flames, because of what they did to her family. And yeah, so she decides to go to Clifton Forge, meet Emmett, seduce him, and try and like get all the secrets so she can bring them down. But in doing so, of course, falls in love. I don't know if that one's my favorite. So honestly, the first and the last one are my favorite books. I gave Tin Queen 5 stars. So those are the only two that I've given 5 stars. The rest of them all got 4 stars. I don't know. Honestly, in the beginning, I really wasn't loving Tin Queen much. Like, I wasn't loving Nova. She was just really annoying. But she started to grow on me, and I started to really love this series. Like, I started to really love this book. So, yeah. Steel King might still be my favorite, but Tin Queen, just so good. And then lastly, because I thought, why not just add a really quick, smutty, like prequel novella type book to finish up the month. And that was King of Libertines by Pam Godwin. This is the prequel to Sea of Ruin. And like I said, it's a Sea of Ruin novella, which I don't know if you can even read that. But this one follows Priest and Bennett, who you follow in in Sea of Ruin, but this one follows them before. So I think it's 5 years before Sea of Ruin? No, maybe it's just a year before Sea of Ruin. I can't remember exactly when Sea of Ruin starts after the King of Libertines, but it's when they met. When you meet them in Sea of Ruin, they're married. So yeah, this is how they met and fell in love and all that. And it's really good, and I really enjoyed it. And I gave that, well, I gave that 3 stars because it was really short, but I still really enjoyed it, and I'm really glad I read it. I love Priest, and I love, Bennett. Honestly, Sea of Ruin is just so good because it's Polly, and I love that so much. That ends it. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am tired. I read so much, and I am not gonna be reading anymore for the next few days. Honestly, it's Monday. There's still 3 days left to the month, and I am not reading at all these next 3 days because I just need a break from books. And what really sucks is that my September TBR I've already planned out, and I really, really want to start reading all the things, and I'm just like, no, you need a break. You're worn out. No. So I'm going to try and follow that, at least for as much as I can. I'll try to give it today and tomorrow and just not read anything, and then maybe towards the end, maybe I'll no, I don't want to do that. No, we're not going to do that. The next 3 days, I'm not going to read anything. I'm going to give myself a break. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again with my long-ass freaking wrap-up, because that's going to be coming. I have to do all these videos today, because it's the only day I have to film everything. So, yeah. I have 2 more videos to film, which is my wrap-up and my TBR. My wrap-up's going to be long. Who knows? It might not actually be that long, because I'm just going to be going... I've talked about all the books in these videos, so I don't actually need to be talking about, you know, I don't need to be rehashing it all in the wrap-up. So the wrap-up might not be taking as long. And, yeah, the TBR, though. The TBR. We'll talk about that soon. Bye. Happy reading, and I hope you enjoyed this video.